Are permitted to view the Senate chamber from the gallery. However, they are not allowed onto the floor, and of course visitors cannot debate or vote on legislation.
That would be problematic. But now anyone can have the full experience, and it is as close as Columbia Point.
What better testament to the life of Ted Kennedy than this place that he left for a new generation of Americans?
On March 30th of this year, the Edward M. Kennedy Institute for the United States Senate opened its doors, fulfilling a dream envisioned by the late senator. Don't think of this full-scale recreation of the Senate chamber in Washington as a museum. It is instead a setting for real debate, to experience the legislative process, as these Dover Sherborn High School students are doing. Tom Bork is their teacher.
Washington has come to us. It's an amazing experience for the students. It replicates the lawmaking process like anything I've never seen before.
I was shocked. I mean, that is a exact replica of what you have down in Washington, so that was pretty cool to see. Being able to take part in this simulation definitely gave me a bigger feeling for the political field, and now I think it might be something that I want to do.
Matt Wilding is both the educational producer and an actor, here playing the role of President Pro Tem.
It's based on real legislation, and I think that's one of the more exciting things. This is real stuff. Today we did immigration based on a bill that actually passed the Senate in the last session.
The senator had an opportunity to see the design of the building. I love the sort of welcoming arms of the building.
Dr. Jean McCormick is president of the Institute, which sits adjacent to the Presidential Library.
He said, I think we need to remind people that there are three branches of government. I mean, he loved the Senate, so more than this being about him, he wanted it to be about the Senate.
What makes the Institute unique is its use of technology. Multimedia exhibits line the halls encircling the Senate chamber. Everyone is given a tablet when they enter, assigned a Senate persona and the issue of the day. There is time to caucus before actual debate on the Senate floor and a final vote.
It's exciting to see. I mean, there are days that I sit there and think he would really smile to see them interact.
There were some students who I know who identified very strongly with the Republican Party who ended up with the Democratic tablet. So it's really interesting to see the other side of the aisle, and it gets them to understand the other perspective.
When people come here, they really buy in really quickly. I don't know if it's the chamber or the effect of walking into a room that's this majestic, but they buy in immediately. They take on their personas and they argue their positions strongly and in a pretty well-informed fashion.
Senator Kennedy's 47 years in the Senate are reflected here in a reproduction of his Washington office.
I started as an intern and I stayed 14 years. I finished as National Political Director. A lot of good memories in this.
This was Steve Kerrigan's office also.
It was. I sat on either side. At some point in my career, I sat in that room over there and what would be that room on the other side of that door. And all the doors were always open. So there was a free exchange of name yelling to get people's attention. He really made us all feel like we were a family working toward a common goal of serving the people of Massachusetts. So it was an honor. When I first came in here, I got tears in my eyes. It looks exactly the way it did when I was last in it, when he was still with us.
Right down to the tennis balls his beloved Portuguese water dogs played with.
I think an office reveals a lot about somebody. He's got pictures from his kids that are drawn, notes from young family members, notes making fun of each other back and forth from his mother, things from Massachusetts that he really cherished. And so they tell a great story about who he was as a man and as a father and as a senator.
In the words of Ted Kennedy, being a senator changes a person. Now there is a place to walk in the steps of those who have served.
We're saying to people, go home to your own community and see how you can be involved in a way that's meaningful to you. Because this is about